hey, not only are we checking out the nominees for the Game Awards, that is drawing nearer and closer, as is time. That's how time functions, naturally. It is a perfect time to actually get to know the nominees and vote for some of them, maybe. Even though I haven't played most of them. Isn't that special? Isn't that wonderful? That is amazing. I love democracy. Boom. There we go. Go vote now. I guess we'll see the 2021 nominees in this way. And, okay, looking at it now, it's pretty okay. I mean, I guess Metroid Dread is kind of a excellent comeback for Metroid. Psychonauts 2 is a long-awaited sequel. Ratchet and Clank, it kind of feels like just another sequel to Ratchet and Clank. I guess the only draw is that it uses next-gen technology. Resident Evil Village, it's a good Resident Evil, but I don't think it does anything innovative that the previous Resident Evil's done. It Takes Two, a fun multiplayer game with your friends, but the plot is nonsensical, and honestly, it could have been trimmed out. Like the whole divorced parents plot. Deathloop, everyone's been raving about it. By everyone, I mean the critics. They love this fucking game, dude. Like 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Perfect masterpiece. It's all I wanted, whatever. It's an arcane game where you only kill. And the plot is kind of muddy. Pretty interesting characters, but not a lot of depth. You can find it in the audio logs and the regular logs of the characters, but it doesn't really go further than that. Let's vote for the indie game made by Double Fine and Xbox Game Studios. And a badge? There's badges and stuff in this? Alright, whatever. Next category, please. Best game direction. I don't want to assume or anything, but I'm gonna assume and say that every single one of these games involved crunch and a very high level of stress in their development stage. And I think a sign of good direction for me is that crunch and, you know, high levels of stress, too high of a level of stress in the middle of development, I don't think it's particularly good direction by a director. A director is supposed to, you know, focus the creative vision of the piece of art or fucking product you want to make. But I think it's also important for the director to keep in check the value of output. And I think it's pretty obvious that if you are in high level of stress, if you're experiencing like crunch, your output actually goes down. Your creative output is less than that of a happy human being. With that said, just as a pure creative vision, type of singular vision that you can sink your teeth in, like, okay, yes, this is definitely a game with a strong message. Psychonauts 2 still. Alright, next category, let's go. Best narrative. Life is Strange, True Colors. If I had to choose objectively, Takes Two out. Deathloop, yeah, I guess in a more philosophical sense, yeah, sure. Psychonauts 2, while having, like, you know, it's a Psychonaut story. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, I think I'm going to go for this one. Except, I'm not. Because I'm gonna go with Life is Strange, True Colors. Why? Simple. Simple. It's a fucking meme. The category that I think Life is Strange is the most horrible at. That's beautiful. Best art direction. Kena Bridge of Spirits looks like a standard Pixar movie. Psychonauts 2 has that Psychonauts art style. Ratchet and Clank, it's very, very high fidelity. Alright, take a look at it. It is actually like better looking than the movie Ratchet and Clank. The Ratchet and Clank movie, you put it side by side, the video game looks better. Deathloop, I really love the late 60s aesthetic of it. You know, lots of orange, lots of like patterns, lots of browns too. It's really warm. I love it. But I think The Artful Escape has to win this one. It has to. It's all about the art. Like, come on, it's named The Artful Escape, and if you played it, it is gorgeous. Artful Escape. Best score and music. Near Replicant version, nope. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, there is an entire soundtrack that is original, you know, specifically made for this video game, and it's a solid soundtrack, especially because it fits with the game. It fits with the character of Peter Quill. But I see the description for it, inclusive of score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack. So if it has like fucking the entire Queen soundtrack, entire fucking Death Grips, I'm gonna fucking vote for it. Maybe Cyberpunk 2077. I love Run the Jewels. ASAP Rocky is in there too. But of course, The Artful Escape is also about the music. You know what? I'm just gonna feed into my ego and go with my personal preference, Cyberpunk 2077. Now, it's not the most perfect game in the world, but you have to give credit where it's due. The soundtrack and the licensed music that it utilizes is bangers on bangers. All right, best audio design. Deathloop, not really. The guns don't really sound all that to me. Forza Horizon, Ratchet & Clank. Now, is this different than audio mixing, or is it mixed in? I think Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Alright, next category, baby. Best performance. Oh god. It would be so funny if Giancarlo Esposito would go on stage and accept the Game Awards. Life is Strange 2 Colors. Best performance, maybe, you know, with the material given. Erica Mori isn't that bad. Not that bad. Jason Kelly as Colt, he was very entertaining, very bombastic. Of course, this is probably just it's for the fans. She has a good performance, but like it's really bare, not much to say. Oh yeah, Juliana, she's also here. Okay, two Deathloop nominees. Jason. Games for impact, for a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. Boyfriend Dungeon. If I were to bet, the Game Awards would probably give this to Life is Strange, because Life is Strange. Let's just fucking chuck gameplay out of the door, and let's just focus on the thematic value of each of these. You know what? Fuck it, dude. Boyfriend Dungeon. I did not know this game existed, but why the fuck not? Best ongoing. Okay, no doubt Genshin Impact's gonna fucking win. And I don't know, maybe so with Apex. Sure, I never played that. Best indie, my favorite, and I have played none of these at all. 12 minutes. I watched people play it like full with spoilers and all. It's pretty okay. Interesting premise, but they blew their budget on the voice acting. I sort of wish they focused on different aspects, maybe expanding the gameplay a bit instead of using their resources to get these big names like fucking Green Goblino and Professor X on it. I don't know, Loop Hero, I guess. It's like a fun little game that stands no shot at actually winning the award. If I were to wager my bet, it would go to 12 minutes. Presented by Verizon, my favorite mobile service company that does not operate in Malaysia. Now, in terms of the game that will actually win, it's fucking Genshin Impact, dude. It's either Genshin Impact or Marvel Future Revolution. Marvel Future Revolution is like what gamers wish the award will be given to, but Genshin Impact will win. I don't know, I fucking Marvel Future Revolution, there's some interesting stuff in it, you know, like lots of things that I don't agree with. Of course, every single one of these has fucking microtransactions, so I'm gonna go with the one I have never heard about. Best community support. Okay, yeah, no doubt, it has to be given to. Has to, because the rest of these games, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 7 Online, it's okay. Like Final Fantasy 7 Online, big community support, bro. Fortnite, Apex Legends, but I don't think they actually, you know, like listen to the fans. I have seen all the updates for No Man's Sky. It brings a little tear to my young heart. So I'm gonna go with No Man's Sky. Oh, presented by Chevrolet. Innovation in accessibility. Maybe, sure, Veil, Shadow of the Crown. I have not seen this in any other category, and it probably will win, just so it's given something. Just so the Game Awards will be like, yeah, we appreciate games that do. It's not just because they're popular. Best VR AR experience. None of these I have played, so I'm just gonna go with the default good game, Resident Evil 4. Alright, best action game. Back 4 Blood, it's pretty generic. Left 4 Dead, 2.5. Far Cry 6, it's a Far Cry game. Returnal is like, the gameplay is like, you know those 2D top-down games where it's like bullet hell, but it's like in 3D now. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Returnal, but Game Awards will definitely awarded to Deathloop. Best action adventure. I don't think it's a fucking contest. No, Psychonauts too. Metroid Dread, it has traversal and puzzle solving, and like it's a Metroid, you know, but we have tons of those, but we don't have a lot of Psychonauts, so I'm just gonna go with that. Best RPG, Cyberpunk 2077. Best role-playing. If Cyberpunk 2077 wins for Best RPG for the Game Awards, it's over. It's over. Game Awards will probably award it to either Monster Hunter Rise or Shin Megami Tensei. So, if I had to pick, I would go for Monster Hunter Rise. Best fighting. Moving on, Super Mario 3D World is kind of a cop-out because it came out originally in 2015. Oh my god, 2013? It's almost like, oh my god, so long ago. I'm just gonna focus on Bowser's Fury, and calling it a two-player game is a stretch. When I think of best family, like the family can get together and experience it as a family, and Super Mario Superstars just embodies that. It'll make you hate your family members more, but that's what families are for. Best sim strategy, none of these I have played, so I'm just gonna go with the one that people have been raving over, Inscription. Best sports / racing, Hot Wheels, baby. Best multiplayer, Knockout City. I heard people enjoy this, and like all those people probably don't exist anyways. I'm gonna go for, yeah, It Takes Two, because you can have so much fun with your partner playing this game. So much, like, regardless of the actual story, the characters and plot, the gameplay alone trumps every single one of these. The Game Awards will probably lend it to either Monster Hunter Rise or Valheim. Oh my god, fucking hell, give me a scare. I'm gonna go with Ebi because he has that Sigma pose. Dream's gonna fucking win it. It's not a fucking competition. Next category, Best Debut Indie. I think Best Debut Indie would go to Sable. Actually go to Sable. But for me, I'm picking The Forgotten City. It is such an enjoyable game, and I do not think there were any bugs I have experienced with The Forgotten City. Sable, on the other hand, huge technical aspects that just do not work. Oh, presented by Prime Gaming. Remember when they made a game? Such a stupid category. I'm a fucking Bethesda fanboy, but also Elden Ring looks pretty good. It's probably gonna go to Elden Ring, but for me, Starfield, baby. Grubhub. Remember that Grubhub ad? Fucking hell. Best esports game, Valorant's gonna win, but fucking, I don't care. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Ooh, best esports athlete. What is he holding there? You know what? Just for that alone, he is my choice. The guy holding the boxes is my pick. Best esports team. The only ones I have heard about is FaZe, because they cannot shut the fuck up on Twitter. Sure, man, whatever, dude. Best esports coach. Holy shit. The guy in the suit. Oh my god, esports event. I'm just gonna go judge just by the pictures, and PGL Major Stockholm. It's a very happening type of place, you know what I'm saying? Valorant has a nice trophy. PUBG has the bigger trophy, and like 2021 League of Legends trophy isn't that bad either. If the International 2021 has a trophy that looks exactly like this, I would vote for it. Honestly, yeah, whatever. Oh shit, we're done. I just wish they'd focus more on the awards itself rather than the game reveals. That's all I ask. Like, focus on the actual thing your whole entire premise is based on. Your name is the Game Awards. Maybe we should focus on the awards, right? It just feels so wrong when like Geoff Keighley just comes at like the fucking side of the stage, like back side of the stage, where all the audience members are like trying to look at the back like that, as he like just nonchalantly, and like, of course, the winner for best action adventure goes to Metroid Dread or whatever, and then like, okay, that's like so uneventful, kind of disrespectful, you know. Whatever. We'll see at the award show. We'll see. We'll see whether they cut time for the awards for a celebration of video games or cut time for glorified advertisements for games that are gonna come out.